Hi, I'm Katrina, your Pilates teacher at Pilates. Welcome to Get Started with Pilates, your 31-day journey towards a daily Pilates practice. Today is day 11, so let's begin. Today we start in supine, lying on our back, with the feet hip width and parallel, the knees hip width. We are not starting with a cushion under the head unless that is a much better option for you. And then we go into our pelvic tilts as always. So you breathe in to prepare, breathe out to imprint, breathe in to arch away. Breathe out. Keep the feet relaxed and just see how the spine feels today. One more of these. Good. And find your neutral spine and pelvis. Maybe have the feet a bit closer towards the hips, but still hip width. And we'll go into our spine curl. So breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to imprint and then roll up. Find your neutral rib-hip connection here. Breathe into your ribs. And breathe out to roll back down. Remember to imprint the feet gently into the floor throughout the exercise. So on the way up and on the way down. And then remember to keep the knees hip width. They do want to sort of splay out if we're not careful. Good. And you always want to start and finish with that imprint. Yeah, so really working through the spine, not forcing anything, just gently mobilizing. Good. So on this one we stay up here. So there's two options. You can either again focus on that ribcage breathing that we've done before, or you can use that ribcage breathing for a progression. So I would say keep the hands on the hips. You can have the arms by your sides if you want to, but for feedback, so we know that the pelvis isn't tilting and twisting or anything like that, we have a bit of support here, not to hold us up, but just to notice what is actually going on. So here we would breathe into the ribcage to prepare, breathe out and just lift one heel up and then place the foot back down. Yeah. So it's the one knee will go higher up, so we're not actually lifting the whole hip away. We just let the heel lift up, but the pelvis stays still. And here you want to push the opposite foot down to allow that moving leg to move more freely. And this is a concept that will come in really handy as we're going through the progressions and making things a little bit more challenging bit by bit. So keep the navel drawn in just a little bit. Remember to breathe into your rib cage, into your shoulder blades. And if this is too much, you can always roll back down, have a rest and a stretch. Push one foot down to allow the other leg to move. And one more of those. Ideally, even out right and left. Breathe and reach the arms back. Breathe out to roll back down. And then extend the legs, have a stretch. Good, excellent. From here we come back into 100. We've done this before. So you can just count for yourself 100 times. A little trick, what I tend to do is just count 10 times 10. Yeah, but you're very welcome just to count from 1 to 100 if you prefer. So from here, remember, we started with a curl up, so you breathe in to prepare. Breathe out to curl up, chin to chest, ribs to hips, navel to spine, but don't imprint. Yeah? And then pulse the arms 100 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 100. Lower down, relax the head from side to side. Hug one knee in and then the other. Have a bit of a stretch. Very good. We then go into windows. So place one foot down and then the other. And for windows, we reach the arms up, relax the shoulders down. So if you're more comfy with a cushion under your head, feel free to grab that. And then you want to lower the elbows down to the floor, rotate, reach the arms back, and then return. Let's take this out of the way. Good. Let's try again. So with this one, this is a bit different from our arm circles. With the arm circles, we want to hover above the floor. With these ones, we actually want to try and stay in contact with the floor if possible. And that means if we can keep the spine still, if we can keep the ribs in, and if the shoulders are quite happy with this. So you breathe in, and out, and in, and out. So if you need to keep the arms a bit higher away from the floor, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, and then maybe just with practice, we'll get a bit more mobility into those joints. Just enjoy moving the arms. One more. Reach the arms back. And then lower the arms all the way back down to the floor. Good. We'll then come into an exercise called single leg stretch. So here, we come into tabletop. Again, into curl up, chin to chest, ribs, hips, navel to spine. And then you hold on to one leg and you extend the other one away. The higher the leg, the easier it is. A little bit easier if the leg is a bit higher. And then as the leg lowers down, it gets a bit more challenging. So you can adapt this. If you find that you're clicking in the hip, which is very common, keep the leg a bit higher up, engage the glutes a bit more to support the joints. Yeah, so that's how we start. You then swap over, breathe out on that swap. Breathe in as the knees meet and out as you swap. Now if you're doing this and you find your neck muscles are quite tight, you can, in the beginning, support the head. And then just move the legs rather than holding on to one leg. So that's an option. But if your neck muscles are fine, hold on to one leg. It's not hugging in the knee. You just gently, lightly place your hands onto the shin. Yeah. Keep the navel drawn in. Breathe into your rib cage. And really lengthen that leg away. So it's called single leg stretch. Yeah, so you just want to allow that leg to stretch away from you. Last two. Again, ideally even out right and left. And then lower down. Relax. Place one foot down and then the other. Have a nice long stretch. And a wiggle.